What's up, everybody? And today we are doing another update of the Ukraine-Russia situation. We've got some interesting updates, both Russia being snidey as always, and what looks to be a very successful victory in one aspect for the Ukrainians. So we're going to go over that. But before we get started, question of the day comes from Travis Baker. It says, question, will we see more 40k stuff on the channel in the near future? 100 million %. Yes, I love 40k. It's very dear to my heart. I just love it. So you're definitely going to see more, especially if there's obviously there's new video games coming out, there's new trailers coming out all the time. So I am more than interested in it, and you guys seem to be as well. So yeah, I'll be doing more of it. Also, I've still got my box down here of stuff that I need to paint. So I might live stream that at some point, just chilling and painting with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you want your question answered, leave it in the comment section down below, starting with question, so I can search it. And we will go over that and talk about it in the next video. But for now, updates. Okay, let's start with the frustrating... Well, let's go over the summary first and foremost, like we always do. Because it has got a big part of what I wanted to talk about in here. Again, we're using the BBC. Some people don't like it. Some people do like it. It is what it is. It's probably the most reliable I've seen so far. When it comes to the summaries and the headlines anyway, I don't care what their opinion is on certain things. I just want the facts, right? As we all do. So here we go. New strike hits the outskirts of the Ukrainian capital Kiev, and explosions can be heard in the western city Lviv. So this is one thing that I wanted to talk about. If you look at the map, Russia aren't even trying to push Kiev anymore. Right, look at that. Nothing. They're not even trying to push Kiev. But out of spite, out of childish antics, which is a common thing for the Russians, they're still bombing the city for no reason at all. One person has been killed and several wounded in the strikes, Kiev mayor says. This is literally just spitefulness because they're losing. They decide, we can't get the city, so let's just bomb it and kill people for no reason whatsoever. It's just childish and unnecessary, and people have lost their lives because of it. And again, this is why I've been saying over and over again that Russia and the Russian soldiers need to be held accountable for this. They really do. Russian Defense Ministry says the missile strike targeted a military plant in the capital of Kiev. Obviously, it killed someone, so whether it was successful or not and hitting the military plant is another question. Russia is planning to restrict access to Mariupol from Monday, city officials say. Russia has banned UK PM Boris Johnson and other senior ministers from entering Russia over the country's hostile stance on the war. I mean, I don't think Boris Johnson had any intentions of going to Russia anytime soon, let's be honest. Again, this is all just typical he say, she say type of stuff. What I'm really interested in right now is the whole Finland situation and what's going to happen there if they end up wanting to join NATO or the EU. But he doesn't say, we don't have any of that here, so we mustn't have any major updates on that. Moscow formally warns of unpredictable consequences if the US and allies keep supplying weapons to Ukraine. What unpredictable consequences can they possibly do apart from nukes? And even that, can we even hold accountable what they say is true? As you'll see later on in this video, we're going to discuss the fact that Russia's main warship was sunk. Or at least that's what's been going around. So what consequences? It's as if, someone's getting their ass handed to them and they're like, don't you dare, I'm gonna come back for you. And it's like, cool. What are you going to do? You're getting your ass handed to you. It's ridiculous threats with no repercussions. President Vladimir Zelensky said Volodymyr. I can't say his Volodymyr. I can never say his first name. Zelensky says the world should be prepared for the possibility Russia will target Ukraine with nuclear strikes. This is true, but we at the end of the day we should have been kind of prepared for that anyway. The Kremlin previously said that it would only resort to nuclear weapons if faced with an existential threat, which to them could be anything. Putin could have someone burp in his presence and that could be an existential threat, so who knows what that means, right? Kiev's police chief says 900 civilians have been found dead in towns and the capital after Russia's troop left. Of course they did, because Russian troops know how to do nothing but shell people and kill civilians. Russian troops are not well trained. I guess fight me for it, but you probably lose. Just like you've lost this war. Let's be honest. I might be a bit childish there, but it's true. Map's got not many updates, again, because Russia can't do anything successful apart from shelling and killing civilians. Shelling in Kiev for no reason at all. Unnecessary, because they're not even trying to take Kiev. They're just shelling what they say is military outposts, but we've not seen anything of it. Killing people. Again, all around the coast, all around the border of their taken area, more shelling, because again, they are incapable of doing anything else. 2 missiles shot down over Zaporozhye today. Debris damaged several houses, including injuring a woman. Unbelievable. Anyway, what's more important right now, well, obviously that's very important, is this headline right here. Sunken Russian warship Moskva. What do we know? So this is their like big ship, the Russians, and it was sunk. Russia's flagship Black Sea missile cruiser, the Moskva, I think it is, has sunk after being seriously damaged. Just think about that for a second. It was sunk. This ship is now submerged. It is now a submarine. This is one of Russia's big warships. This is crazy. That is as far as the warring side may agree on. Not what caused the sinking. The Russian Defense Ministry said ammunition on board exploded in an unexpected fire. The ship tipped over while being towed back to port. Ukraine claims it struck the vessel with its Neptune missiles. Unnamed US officials have told US media they believe the Ukrainian version. Of course we do. Because we can never believe anything Russia says. Like, friggin' ammunition on board exploded. Shut up. They're so egotistic, Russia, that they can't admit something going wrong. As in, like, they've had a ship sunk. And they have to lie about it and say, oh, it was an accident. It was an accident. The 510 crew warship had led Russia's naval assault on Ukraine, which made it an important symbolic and military target. Earlier in the conflict, the Moskva gained notoriety. Sorry, my dyslexia. Gained notoriety after calling on Ukrainian border troops defending Snake Island in the Black Sea to surrender, to which they memorably radioed a message of refusal, which loosely translated as "Go to hell." So the talk. This is a big, obviously, article about. Was it an unexplained fire? Was it a missile attack? The history of it. This is important here. Look at the size of this thing. It's massive. 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 And it's sunk. It's sunk. Which is pretty damn crazy. I'm not going to read through the whole thing. It's just very intriguing. This whole war, in general, has shown how incompetent Russia is as a military. They are very good at scaring people. Very good at scaring people. Because they did, at one point, have a very successful military. But they're just not as good as they used to be. And the cracks are starting to show. Obviously, very, prominently. Their main ship, their main warship, or one of their main warships, has been sunk. They were unable to take Ukraine. And now they're threatening with nukes because they've got no other choice. They've got no other choice. It's as if it's just like... It's like when the victim fights the bully back. And then the bully ends up crying and running home. That's what Russia are doing right now. That's what Russia are doing. But imagine saying that it was ammunition that exploded on the ship. Oh my god. Like, you can't get any more comical with Russia, can it? It can't. They've lost, and they need to accept that, and they need to have a bit of humility. Turn around and say, look, We were hoping this would be a little bit easier. We were hoping that the countries would unite, because that's what Putin would have wanted. But they didn't. They fought back, and now Russia look like little kids who don't know how to fight properly, and they're running back with their tails between their legs. And it's comical to see. It really is comical to see. And I've got nothing against the Russian people. I just have things against Putin and the people who are killing innocent civilians. That's what I have a problem with. The rest of them don't want this, I'm sure. There's riots in the streets in Russia. There's protests because no one wants it. No one wants it. Members, you're beautiful, you're amazing, I love you. I couldn't do this without you. Couldn't make a video every single day if it wasn't for these beautiful members right here. So thank you for supporting the channel as much as you do. I genuinely appreciate it. Also, the Sniper Elite video got some well-deserved praise. I really enjoyed doing that, so I'm going to do another couple of live streams of that in the next few weeks. Other than that, I will see you in the next video. Oh, merch down below. Check it out if you want to buy something. You get a private video sent to you by me. It's a ton of fun. Other than that, I love you all. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.